Hi guys, my name is Julian Delgado, and today's video we're going to talk about going back to school. See, my brother, he finally started college, so being that he's already starting school today, I thought it was appropriate to make a video about it. Usually people advise kids, who graduate from high school, start school that way you don't lose the momentum and you're already stuck in a routine of going to a class and having that responsibility, easily transition into your college. But I find it that it's better for you to actually take a break. I feel like it's better for you to take some time off, I mean, like any school year, after the end of school, you have summer vacation, you have 3 months. Why don't you do the same thing when you finish high school? So he did that. He took a little bit longer than I thought he would. He took about a year. But you know what? It doesn't matter. So I'm pretty proud of him. Kudos to him for going back to school. When you first, get to college, it's a little bit overwhelming. At least it was for me, because you got all these classes that you have to take. Find out a schedule that works best for you. Try not to overwhelm yourself with the classes that you take, is usually my advice. Because usually the first year, you kind of want to do everything, you want to get it done as fast as you can, and it gets a little overwhelming. Try to sit a little bit closer to the teacher. I mean, depending on the school you go to, classes can range anywhere from like maybe 40-50 kids to 200 students in a class. You're not gonna have that much direct contact with the teacher depending on the school you go to. So if you sit more towards the front, you won't have the distraction of the 200 kids that are behind you making all the noise, and you won't get what you paid for, which is the class and what the teacher is teaching you at the moment. So it's better for you to sit in the front, and you can pay attention to the class and do your homework and pass. And if you need help, it's a lot easier for the teacher to approach you because you're closer to him than, let's say, you being dead center of the class. If you can find places that can sell books cheaper, or if you can find a student that was using the same book this semester before you and you can buy it off of him, or you can even buy it off the internet. Because usually the professors, they want you to get the revised edition or the latest edition, which is usually nothing but a page or two. Everything else stays pretty much the same. A lot of people, they go into college and it's a lot of work, and you're stuck doing homework and you're spending hours studying, and then the night comes and then you party and you drink like crazy, and that's how the freshman 15 get. I mean, personally, for me it was more like a freshman 30. The point is, balance yourself. Your body does need exercise, and you do need to, take in the fresh air, and it stimulates your body other than just sitting down and just reading books. In college, there's a whole bunch of groups where people have like clubs. They have like chess clubs, book clubs, video game clubs, environmentalist clubs, what else? They have a whole bunch of clubs for you to join. Find your niche, find a club that you feel like fits you or that you care about. Join it, and you never know, you might find your best friend for the rest of your life in those clubs. The love of your life could be in those clubs. If you're not sure what you want to do, as in terms of what you want to study or shit like that, there's always an AA, which is pretty much like a generalized classes. You take all your basic classes, your maths and your sciences, or whatever the case may be, and then once you finish doing that, or maybe even throughout that process, you can decide, oh, this is the path I would like to take. Usually people change their careers once or twice. I think the statistic is like 3 or 4 times. So maybe you want to be a doctor, but you ended up being a psychologist, but then you wanted to be a vet, and then you ended up being a social worker. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's finding you and finding what you enjoy and what you like the most. And if that ends up being a social worker, or if that ends up being an accountant, well then good for you. And I applaud you for it. Be safe when you go out at partying. Have your friends close with you. Keep in mind where your drinks are at all times. If you don't know the person, don't accept the drink. I mean, if you carry a pepper spray, or even tell your friends, hey listen, if you are gonna go spend the night with somebody, to tell your friends, hey listen, I'm gonna be over here, I'll text you in the morning, or I'll text you if I get back. Just keep your friends and your family, or whatever the case may be, aware of where you're going, just so you can be safe. Don't drink and drive. I mean, it's the most cliche thing, but honestly, it's not worth it. If you can't stand up straight, or if everything's moving slow, or whatever the case may be, just don't drive. There's no need. Uber it. And most importantly, don't be afraid to have fun. It's a time for you to get to know yourself as an individual. It's a time for you to meet people. And now college is completely free in a way, because the teachers don't care if you go to class regardless. You go or you don't go, they still get paid. Nobody's gonna hold your hand and guide you through your courses. So it shows how responsible you are as a person. It'll give you time to find out who you really are as a person. And hopefully it's a great experience, guys. It was for me. I enjoyed it, and I wish my brother the best on his first day of school, and I hope he has fun. I really do, and he finds out who he is and what he wants to be. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share it if you'd like.